Now we're at the Pyramid of the Moon, which is the smaller one. It's estimated that they were built in like 100 after Christ. The city was founded 200 BC. And one estimates that the city was abandoned like 250 after Christ, but yeah, the Aztecs found it. On top of these things, they sacrificed people. But the interesting thing actually is that for them, blood was the most valuable thing that there is.
They used to sacrifice.
So, exactly. So blood like stands for life. It's the most valuable thing they had, and they believed that they need to give that to the gods.
Okay. I'm from India.
He's from India.
Southern part of India. And one more thing, it has got 7 temples in the same pyramid, one constructed after the other, after the other. It's really amazing.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Sure. It's a real part of Mexico City,
Yes.
right? It's a very authentic part.
That wine with bubbles, it's only you can only call it champagne. It's made in corn masa right here with mole, which is this like brown salsa that is delicious from the state of Oaxaca, and it's wrapped inside a banana leaf. We need to open it up. Tamal oaxaqueño.
Tamal oaxaqueño.
Perfecto. This is the mushroom of corn. Corn fungi.
And there's a little bit of a red spicy sauce, and I can actually eat it. It's
Yes.
not too spicy for me. That's
This
very
building
cool.
here has more like graduate students than the university. One of the most iconic tacos from Mexico City. Most people would say it's the pastor taco, but no. One of the iconics you'll find here is the basket taco that are made in a basket, and we're gonna have them eat there. And it's all made of fresh fruit, delicious seasonal fruit, and you can even combine the fruit, so you can have guava with orange and strawberry. The only thing that the man asked was like, yeah, you open up your business, that's okay. All I'm asking is that you put it the same name as the hotel. That's why I got that name, but it has nothing to do with Canada.
This is the nicest juice that I've tried in my life. Our last taco.
It's made of a piece of meat that is called suadero, or brisket, beef shoulder, and chorizo, which is like a sausage, Mexican sausage. Always lime, that's rule number 1 for Mexican food. And the unofficial law is that you never can start eating if there is no salsa available.
Okay. So if you're in Mexico, you gotta go and do a tour with Mexico Underground, right?
Yes, Mexico Underground. Please guys, thank you, you are awesome also. Enrique is amazing and we spent a beautiful time. But yes, come and check us out with Mexico Underground down here in Mexico City.
Shab shab. Nevado de Luca, which is a volcano. It's pretty misty up here. Yeah, let's see. I think we learned 2 things so far. Firstly, you can't control the weather. And secondly, altitude sickness is no joke. So yeah.
I told you guys.
So we're above the clouds. Yeah. Yay!
Yay!
I love this. There's so much you can do in this country. You can go climb up a volcano, go hike, caving, mountain biking. Mexico City was actually built on a lake, which means that all the buildings are sinking because the ground is still so soft. And this is the Spanish colonial cathedral that was actually constructed on top of the Aztec Templo Mayor. The history, the Aztecs, and what happened when the Spanish came and built all of this on top of an ancient city that is actually still below this. So the president who lives in this building over here. And looking at these 2 buildings, the one to the left is newer, but it was replicated to look like the old one. But you can see the difference because the one to the right has been sinking. It's much lower. And here we have the Aztecs in search of the promised land, which is signified by a cactus, an eagle, and like the duality of fire and water. The snake is like wisdom and creation, or also the underworld, but it's like a positive image. I mean, everything comes out of the ground is a seed. And then the eagle is like the sun, or what's above us. And the cactus is the here and now, or like the earth as we know it. So I'm now at Mirador Torre Latino, from where you have an amazing view over Mexico City.
Fun fact about this one,
Yes.
there's two of them. First one, the original one fell off the pole in 1957. So it was a big earthquake and the angel didn't make it, and sadly also didn't fly. This is an open theater. This is for plays, for concerts, for dancing, whatever.
So it's like a community garden. They're doing lots of permaculture here.
It's traditional medicine. This one here, it's actually pretty recent. It's called the Red Pond Spot. It's a place for women to get better in touch with their period.
That's so cool.
So we have a very Mexican type of party every time that is Easter, where the people still burns these dolls.
So I definitely recommend exploring Mexico City on a bicycle, especially Roma and Condesa. The houses are beautiful, there's so much to see. Lots of cafes, restaurants, alternative places. Pretty awesome.
Right, so we're going to have carnitas tacos. Basically, that is the whole pork simmered in lard. So obviously this is a preparation that is made in Mexico thanks to European influence. If this was French food, this is like duck confit, but instead of duck, with pork. And all simmered in its own lard, no? So we eat it from nose to tail, every single part of the pork.
Everything.
Every single part.
So we're gonna have it now.
Okay, let's try.
There.
Ready?
Yes.
Very good. Which are basically what remains of the vast water transporting system that the Aztecs had in place. El tráfico es salvaje.
Está tranquilo. Y es un hospital
It's one of the biggest museums I've ever seen, I think. So I recommend to do this with a guide. Alcohol that is good for all kinds of things and has all kinds of health benefits. Some is made from cactus even. I fucking love this! I'm about 2 hours away from Mexico City now, in Valle de Bravo, and just behind me is Mexico's highest waterfall.
Sky's clear, so don't be gray and fly, girl, instead.
There's so much to see.